Thank you. Good evening. Hello. Everything professional. Hello, it's Thursday. How are we doing? I just realised my shoulder's doing funny. It's my yellow t-shirts phasing in and out. How are we all? How are we all? Happy Thursday to you. Welcome along. I'm sure what's up to my hair. My hair's done funny stuff as well. It's very warm here today, but it's also blowing an absolute hoolie outside. So if there's any background noise, it's the outdoors coming in. Hey Silver, how you doing? Hey Jam. What are you trying to work out, Silver? How to... Some dirt about the king, but not sure what to call his old ship. The Red Serpent, or Ocean's Treasure, Neptune's Storm, the Gold Terror. We're great zombie apocalypse survivors are hard. We are, very true. Very busy writing your D&D. Excellent. Excellent. I have been... what have I been doing this week? I've been... Hey Nathan, how you doing? Welcome in. I've been working, usual, and every other moment has been playtesting a book, which I need to get finished this weekend, and off back to the author so that they can get it published. I'm not telling you who it is. I'm not telling you what it's about either, but there we go. What I did want to show you, though, however, was my Fighting Fantasy t-shirt from that I bought for FFS 5, which is phasing in and out a little bit. Look, I'll show my fat tummy here. Look. Oh, look at that. Good gold goodness. It's meant to get... There you go, it's a FFF 5. This one's nicer. I got this one as well. This is a special one, though, because I was helping out, and this is... look at that. How cool is that? There's only a few of those about. Here, of course. There's only a few of those about. So yay, happy days. Happy days. So I'm very lucky to have one of those. I should have worn this one tonight, really. I might be wearing this one on the stream again. The yellow's a bit crazy. I thought they were quite nice. Oh well, let's get into it and we'll see what happens. Once I'm in a small screen, you'll never notice. Nathan says, hello, Kath is on her way home from some eco-church work thing. She'll probably pop in to say hello, but we'll probably head off to bed. And she's, oh, no, Nathan, that's no worries, absolutely no worries. Sylvia's getting the provisions in early, nice. Does anybody want any gold? Should we take some gold with us? Before we start rolling out the old dice. I was looking some stuff up today. I'm hoping... Oh, top of my head's gone. I was looking some stuff up today, and I'm hoping that we might be able to automate dice in chat. But shh, I was trying to... And stuff I need to work on. There are ways and means. But right now, yeah. So you've been stuck with me and my decision making. But that's fine, Nathan. That's absolutely fine. Who remembers where we are and what we're at? We died last week. That's right. We did. We died. And then we went back a bit, and kind of sort of started over and went the other way, didn't we? Yes. Okay, well hopefully we're not on the same path to dying as last week, but no, we should be okay, Let's see how we go. Thank you for signing up. I was wondering if the link works. Oh, no, yes, you're more than welcome. If anybody would like to sign up, so can I get a hold of the link? Jam's got a newsletter about his... new book coming up. Where was that? It was on Facebook. That's why. It was on Facebook, but I wonder if I can find it. No, did that go away? These things go away. Jam, if you've got it, I'm sure you can possibly. Try not to fall asleep. Which name did you like? Oh, of the ships? All of them, no. What do I like? I like Red Serpent, it's quite good. Neptune's Storm. Neptune's Storm. Neptune's Storm, Neptune's Treasure. There's another possibility. Neptune's Thunder. Yeah, now see, that's good. That's good. That's why he's the writer, you see. Jam, if you've got the link handy, feel free to attempt to post it in the thing. Otherwise, oh, here we go. There. Here we go. So, if you want to, you can sign up for James's newsletter, which is here. jamsplace.co. Posh. 2024 09 26 add me / there. Hopefully that'll work. So yeah, go and sign up to James's newsletter. He'll tell you all about his up and coming book and all the other stuff that he's got going on, of which I must buy the Gallows Hill one. And we'll play that in a couple of months once we get through the backlog. Surreal seeing someone else post it too. Oh, you know, that's what we're here for. It's about sharing. I'm more than happy to help promote anybody else as long as people are willing to promote me and this channel. That's what it's all about. If you are watching on Twitch, please do give us a follow. Follows are free, of course. I don't expect you to sub, but any subs that do get paid go towards buying new books for the channel. As always, also if you're over on YouTube, give the channel a like, please. Hit the subscribe button and press the bell to get notified when we go live or when the next video gets posted on that. And please do like the videos as well if you wouldn't mind. That would be the best bit. Leave a comment on them if you can. I will post last week's and this week's up tomorrow, so there'll be two up there for people who want to watch it. Speaking of which, I guess we should probably head over to the table. Hello, Escape from Sherwood. Here we are. Part 2 of Matt Baton's Escape from his very first book in the Choose Your Pick Your Path adventures. So far we have basically gone around and around in circles in the forest. Well, thank you very much, Jam. Oh, excellent, Tadrossi. Well, he'll enjoy that. He'll enjoy that when he gets it. I've not seen him for a while. Actually, I meant to ping him and see if he managed to get back. Presuming he got back to the States, okay. So that's wonderful. Thank you, Jan. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. This is why Jan is the best. It is. It's very true. So yes, we got kind of wandered around the forest, didn't really see much. We kind of met up with the other group of people who were out there. Is the music too loud? I find the music's quite loud. I'm going to turn it down again. There, that's a little bit better for me. Anyway, the music is a bit loud. Yes, good. Okay. I've gone back to using this other one, seeing if this will make any difference. It's kind of in between songs. Let's see how this song goes, this track goes, and if it's good, we'll keep it at that. But yes, we were pretty much at the point of making a decision. I think 184 last week. There's the little piece of paper. There we go. Excuse me. So we had come from 227, which I think was us coming into the clearing with the people. Tried to sneak into the clearing, but the drunk men see you almost immediately. You can flee headlong, or you can try and handle the situation. Handle the situation is what you asked for. Here we go then. Steady yourselves, men. One of the men at the head table stands and addresses the angry group. If they mean us any harm, we'll cut them down in short order. But first, let's hear what they have to say for themselves. I'm Anlick, the leader of these 5 men. Who are you, and what do you want from us? He walks past the tables and stands in front of you. He's a good head taller than you, and you can sense his strength, even underneath the layers of exotic fabrics and strong leather armour that he's wearing. You struggle to concentrate on what he is saying as the smell of roasting boar fills the clearing. You can hear it sizzling on a spit over one of the fires and can smell the roasted vegetables and honey-glazed meat set out at the table. Suddenly, it feels like a long time since you ate. I know I'm an handsome man, said Alex, smiling broadly, but are you going to spend the night staring at me, or might you do us the honour of telling us what you're doing in our clearing? You snap out of your food-filled dream and respond. Will you try to persuade them that you are a trader, lost in the forest, or will you try to persuade them that you're a mercenary and would like to join their ranks, or will you tell them the truth? So, T for trader, Well, no, that's not going to work out, is it? P to persuade, M for mercenary, or T for truth. I'd rather use T for truth. Persuade them you're a merchant. Sorry, persuade them you're a trader. Silver's going for trader. Persuade them a trader. Oh, where's my screen? There's that. There we are. Good. Now I can see the time. Jan would like to go for trader as well. And trade. Alright, let's all see if we can be a trader. We'll try and persuade them that you're a trader lost in the forest. 74. Good, because I think that's different. Yes, we tried something else previously. Oh, we ran away, that's right. 74 then. Oh wait, Binders, what are you doing, mate? Stop it. He's a good boy. India cat is on the floor scratching. You do your best to lie convincingly. You tell them that you're a trader of rare weapons, and you show them some of the weapons you hold as a way to convince them. Roll a die. If you roll a 1, 2, or 3, turn to 45. Otherwise, turn to 1, 5, 8. Okay. Dice time already. Oh, come here. Come here. All right then. So, purple or blue? Purple or blue? Blue, says Silver, of course. There's a spider in the blue guy. No! Is there? Is there? Are you sure? Right, let's see what comes with. It's a 3! Excellent. So hopefully that's good. If we rolled a 1, 2, or a 3, we turn to 45. I'm hoping that's good. They seem to believe your story. Very well, trader, Hanlek says gruffly. There's nothing for you here with us, though you must continue your journey elsewhere unless you're able to be of use to us. You may leave swiftly, satisfied that you are unharmed by returning to the track past the clearing. Alternatively, you may inquire how you might be able to help the men by turning to 238. So, leave or help. Excuse me. Got a tickle. Lindsay and Jason are both full of the cold at the moment, so I'm hoping that this doesn't catch up with me. Help! 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 Okay. Oh, I must just remember, whilst I say help, says Nathan, before I forget, just a quick shout out to Frankie Dracula, who gave us a follow a couple of days ago. So if you are watching any of the VODs, Frankie, thanks very much for the follow, much appreciated. And as I said before, if you want to do this, you can do exactly what Frankie's done. Give us a follow. Fantastic. Right. Everybody would like to see if we can do be of any help. So 238. This is all new territory for us, so that's good. Hanlek explains that his band of men came from all walks of life, but he had originally been a drover. I made what living I could driving ox to market for farmers, but one day the sheriff slaughtered my herd and I lost everything. Everything except for one ox, which I have kept with me for the last few years. Earlier tonight she ran away. If you were able to retrieve her for me, then we would be grateful indeed. It might even earn you a place at our table. If you know where such an ox might be found, and you neither killed it nor startled it away, turn to 251. Otherwise you apologise that you can't be of more use to the men and leave the clearing. You return to the track, heading north. Turn to 12. So the question was, did we kill it on the first run through, or did we kill it on the second run through after we restarted? I can't remember. So shall we pretend we didn't kill it? It was on the first run, so technically we've not killed it then. Is that right? Should we say we think we know where it is? God, I'd have to try and find the bloody entry, wouldn't I? Could be anywhere. Oh, wasn't there a picture of it? Was there a picture of a crazy ox?
A
Hello.
crazy ox, you say?
I did. Hello. How are you?
Good.
Oh, hidden head.
You're in my way. How art?
I'm alright, right? I'm just trying to find out if I can find a crazy ox.
Ooh, art.
Well, see, we've been tasked, if we can find an ox, and we've not killed it, that's a two-headed stag, then we might be able to get some food and stuff, but if we've killed it, we're doomed.
Oh no.
I know.
What health are you on?
Health is at 8 at the moment.
Out of
15. Problem is we've got no provisions. It's got 1 gold piece. I can't find it. I thought there was a picture of the ox. Maybe I was wrong. Tell you what, well, why don't we just say that
you haven't. You were able to go back and do it once more.
We wanted some chops, yes. Although I do now recall making the awful opportunity ox pun, yes. Cass just got back from this event, she says hello and is off for a shower in a bit. Alright, no worries, Nathan. Not a problem. Give her a big cuddle from us and say hi. And tell her we'll look forward to seeing her next time. Right, do you know what? GM's decision, 251. I've decided. We haven't killed the ox. Unless, of course, he now says, if you know where it is... No, we're alright. He explained to Hanlick where you found his ox, and one of the men is dispatched to check. Sure enough, he returns quickly, leading the beast on a short rope. Hanlick extends his gratitude to you with a handful of gold coins and 5 gold to your pack. Hooray!
See, now it says...
Now we have 6.
Bull.
No,
You
but-
do not have any kumquats. You do not have any sledgehammers.
That's a completely different set of books, as well you know.
Yeah, but still.
He advised you to sit with him at the table. Will you accept his offer of a meal, or politely refuse and continue on your quest?
Eat.
We need to eat. We've only got 8 health. Let's hopefully we get some food. That would be really nice.
Oh no, it's the poison. You die.
Eat, says Silver, yeah.
Alright, love you.
You off to bed. Night, night, mister. Eat, says James.
Goodbye.
Cool. Jason says good night. Everybody
say
says good
eat.
night. Sleep well.
Bye.
Ah, the joys. Right, since there's only about 2 of you here, we'll take it as that's what we're going to do. 117. Good night, child. And eat, says Nathan. Well, there we go. Perfect. One. Sat around the table with Hanlick and his men, you can't help but miss the camaraderie and warmth of Robin, Little John, and the others. You soon realise that it isn't just men sitting around the plates of food at all. There are women as well. Judging by the way they're all dressed, these aren't merely the wives of the men, but warriors in their own rights. Somewhere amongst the trees you can hear the sound of children fighting with each other and the soft clatter of small wooden saws as they practice their drills. You soon relax onto the bench and bask in the roaring heat of the fires that blaze at each end of the benches. Hanlick has returned to his own table at the head of the column, but you quickly begin to chat with those around you. The food is hot and dripping with fat, and you soon feel old aches and pains drifting away. Restore your health to its original level and add a bowl of hearty soup, brackets full restore, to your pack. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Bowl of hearty soup, full restore. Although, I beg the question, at last, yes, it's the explorer's suit from the Ticking World. Yes, Nathan, it is. But I beg the question, if this is, whatever, 1400 and something, right? How are we going to keep the soup from spilling all over our bag? I mean, they've just given us a bowl, right? There's no cling film. Does it have a screw lid on it? Is it like a thermos? A medieval thermos flask. Now that would be funny. I need my rubber. Damn it, I did this again. haven't got my rubber. Hold on. Bear with me a second. Can't believe I've left it in the living room. Hold on. Okay, 1. Give me 10 seconds.
I'm back. No, he's just gone to get a rubber. He'll be back in a sec. Actually,
You've been? Oh, it's okay.
a wandering child appeared. Oh god, he's back.
Have you found him, did
No, I didn't. I forgot that was the whole reason I came through here.
Well, he was through here scratching, but I don't know where he is now.
Alright.
You go and find him.
Yeah. Alright.
Cheers, Jay. Ah, hello. One of the cats has gone wandering. I don't know where he's gone. We have the rubber. Hooray. You found him? Oh, yeah, I made the boxes out. I thought I'd right, okay. There we go. Music working or music stopped? Music dead quiet. Oh, it stopped. Excellent. Hello. Yes, I don't know where Indy's gone. He's hiding somewhere. Any luck? Noticing anything? He'll be around. He was, as I say, he was through here when we started, so he won't have gone far. Right, where were we? Foodings. We've eaten a load of food. We have a bowl of hearty soup. Christ knows how we're carrying it. There was a question, do we have a water skin? No, I'd possibly. Who knows? Go to bed, young man. Yes, magic. It's magic soup. Why did that just restart? This is why I stopped using this, because it annoys me. Anyway, on to 47. As much as I like the music, it's like just play the playlist how I want it played, please. Once the food has been eaten and the drinks have run dry, Hanlick wanders over to your table. He nudges a drunken oaf from the bench and sits down quietly beside you. Would you care to tell me now why you're alone in the forest? He asks, not unkindly. Head back for life here. Once again, you consider telling the truth of your quest. Perhaps it is the food that has weakened your resolve, but you wonder whether it would be better to come clean after all. Are we going to tell Hanlick the truth, or are you going to tell him you're hunting the sheriff and nothing more? Truth, sheriff. Those are the options. Hunting the sheriff. Sharif. Omar. We're hunting Omar the Sharif. But we didn't shoot him, did we? Just the deputy. Well, that's 2, that'll do. 2:30. Time to get to the dentist then. 230. Hanlick listens to you explain your desire to ambush the sheriff and his men and do whatever damage you can. When you're finished, he pats you heartily in the back. I get the feeling you're still holding out on me. But we all have dark secrets hidden in our hearts. Whatever yours is, I'm sure you'll earn your redemption. I too carry my own shame. Once when I was first found myself alone and on the run from the sheriff, I met a forester who also lived alone in the forest. We bonded in the way vagrants do, and we were soon hunting together and sharing the spoils of our day. One day we discovered a cave on the other side of the river, hidden away behind a tree that glowed in the dark. Inside we found a chest of gold that would make a king weep. You nod and try to figure out where the story is headed. Before you can make your excuses to leave and continue after the sheriff, Hamlet takes up his tale again. Of course I was young and hungry, and I knew what that gold could buy me, so one night I slipped away into the shadows. After a while I found that the gold weighed heavily on my soul. I couldn't face him again, not after what I did, so I left the gold at the one place I hoped he'd look, the place where we ambushed our first wagon. He seems to drift away for a moment, lost in happier memories, before coughing and returning to the present. Anyway, that was my redemption, such as it was. You will find yours as well. You know, so we might as well just tell the truth. Indeed. Unsure of why Hamlet is telling you all this, you finally make your excuses and stand up to leave. Hamlet points to a break in the bushes and tells you that it leads to a track heading north. Furthermore, he tells you that his scouts heard the sheriff and his men heading along it just a few hours ago. You may take the path through the bushes, alternatively, you may leave the clearing and follow the original track to the north by turning to 12. I'm going to take the new one. So, B for bushes or P for path. The break in the bushes is the new way, P the path is the old one that we were on before. Break in the bushes. Bushes says Nathan, bushes says Jam, excellent. Number 27. The hidden track through the bushes is tight, but you manage to squeeze through with little harm to yourself. Eventually, you step onto a narrow track heading north. Turn to 3. Too far. The track continues to the north. A thick fog seems to cling to the trees like a blanket. You shudder and wrap your cloak further around you, but it seems ineffective against the chill. Around you, you can hear the soft sound of something hiding in the undergrowth. There's no way to tell how large it is or even whether it is one of your sheriff's men lying in wait to ambush you. You push on trying to fight the dread that's building up inside you. Turn to 51. Didn't seem so bad. He's just a fellow person down who's like, yes, the knights who say, "Neh, icky, 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 patang." Suddenly, a large grey wolf leaps from the shadows and pins you to the ground. You hear its pack growling already around you, ready to attack as soon as it gives the signal. Test your strength. If you're unsuccessful, the wolf manages to bite into your side before you can defend yourself. Lose 2 health points before you begin the battle. Now, do we have any weapons? Golden bow, which is +2, with 4 arrows. Yeah. So I'm wondering if we need to use our golden bow. Knights say, well, we have to roll. We have to roll before we do that. So test our strength. So strength is 9. So we roll 2 dice. See if it's less than 9. It's a 7. I think that's correct. Let me just double check. Strength. Certain portions of the weapons can increase your strength. Test your strength. Test your strength. Roll 2 dice and 9 to close. If the number is less than your current strength, you are successful. Well, that's fine. With a howl, the leader of the pack sends her allies into a frenzy. Within seconds, they are leaping to attack. Roll a die to determine how many wolves you must defeat before you are able to escape with gold. Right. Okay. So we roll 1 dice. 1 die. The answer is 5. Oh god. We must defeat 4 wolves. Each wolf is the same strength. It's a strength of 10, a health of 5. Now, I should find out where we got the golden bow from. Because I can't remember what we wrote down for it. we go. See if I can quickly scan it. No. Ugh. Oh, it is a maggot. Excellent. Sheriff of Nottingham, no. Not yet. Anybody remember? Golden bow and arrow. Strength +2. So that gives us +2 on our strength, which would take us to 11. So we can use it 4 times. We have to do it. We do have the short sword. Yes, we do have the short sword. But that doesn't do us any good. We've got nothing else. So... Two solid gold arrows in the marble quiver, which takes over to continue first. A golden bow and arrow, strength +2, durability 2. Oh, because that's as many arrows as you have. So, I say, pew, we use an arrow. That puts our strength at 9. Their strength's 10, so we're going to be down 1 anyway. It's a shame I haven't got any squeaky toys, and you're quite right. So, we'll do it the old-fashioned way. We will just roll everything, and then we'll work it out from there. That's 8 and 10, so that's fine, because they're on 10, so 18, and we're on 19. Hooray! So that's... what was the strength? 5. Okay, so wolf, strength of 10, health of 5. This is going to take a while, ladies and gentlemen. So let's say we haven't used our bow yet. We'll only use it if we need to. So that's 9. Yeah, that's good. So that's down to 1. 6, 11 for us and 10 for them, which is technically a draw, but we use our arrow in this one. Pew! And so we win that one. He's dead. Right, that's number 1 done. 9, yeah, so that's going to be against 3. 6, 8, 7. Technically is a draw. Use a bow and arrow. 1, 2. 4 versus 6. So that's definitely yes. So that one's dead. So that's 2 down. Slow going, I'm afraid. Oofed. 9 and 10, so that's a draw. Ouch, that's definitely an ouch to us. So 13. Ouch to us again. 11. I don't like this dice. Come on, 8 and 9. Presumably use an arrow in that. Oh, we're losing a point. No, let's use an arrow on that. So it's a draw. 4, 5. It's another draw. 9, 8. It's another draw. 7 and 4. Jesus. It's not going well, folks. Oh, bloody hell, come on. Remember that bowl of soup? We might be eating it faster than we think. Right, that's a draw. 5, that's... 5, There, hooray! That's 3. well. 6. No. Dice are cursed. We're dead. Dead to the wolves. Dead to the wolves. Good lord. Right, do you know what we'll do? We'll scrap it. We'll change it. Go back to 15. And we roll again. Let's go for 3, shall we? Let's have another go. Not letting us down. Not letting us down. We're... Yeah, that's all the rules we have to roll. Eight and 8. No. These are all rubbish. I don't like those. Right. 6. 9. There we go. That's better. 10. 9. 8. It's a draw. Ouch. Hooray. Eek! Ouch. That wasn't very nice. That's one. 9. 6. Okay, not the last one then. 8 and 7. Ah, you're now playing with me. 6 and 6. Done. Dead. Right. Well, there we go. Got past that. Only one minor blip in the matrix. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. We're good. We're good. I find it quite difficult sometimes doing these ones. Anyway, we've done them, and therefore we're on. We can carry on now. Hooray! If anybody's still awake after all of that stupid dice rolling. It's the only problem with dice rolling. I need to come up with a scheme that works better than that. Up ahead, the track continues through the thick fog, curving its way this way and that until you... curving this way and that until any sense of direction has deserted you completely. You soon resort to reaching out for the trunks of the trees that line the track, desperate for any way to mark the edge. The fear of leaving it behind and plunging into the forest in the fog presses down on you, squeezing the breath from your lungs. Turn to 52. Oh, we're ping-ponging back and forward now. You wander aimlessly for what feels like hours. It's only the dark sky above that reminds you that dawn is still a while away. As you stumble about, you feel something soft but cold landing on your nose. Within seconds, a heavy snowfall is adding to your misery. Once again, you curse yourself for being so eager to accept permission from Robin. Surely somebody like Little John would have been a much better choice. Never mind, just as you're beginning to despair, you notice the gentle flicker of a small fire up ahead, turned to 2:45. Maybe our luck is about to change. Whilst you did the dice, I cleaned some papers. Oh, good. I'm glad. Actually, James, there's a thing. What is your what do you use? What is your combat schema? Out of curiosity, how do you do yours? Are you just 2d6s and just much the same as Fighting Fantasy and these, or are you slightly different? 2:45 then. You shuffle forward, all sound lost against the soft susurration of the snow settling around you. That's not easy to say. As you enter closer to the fire, your heart leaps into your throat and you stifle a gasp. There, sat alone at the fire, warming his hands, is the Sheriff. The forest seems to disappear from around you, melting into the fog and leaving you alone with your quarry. Dice but Paranormal Hero will have a card system too. Ah, okay. And is it just 2d6s, or are you a d4 or a d12 man or something like that? All those nights spent hunting deer with Robin and his men, the hours spent on your back after Little John had knocked you flat, were all leading up to this point, and to think that he is sitting here alone, unarmed and unguarded. The Witches of Kara, 1d6. Okay. We don't have any arrows left for the bow. I think we've got one. I've got one. To race forward and attack, using the element of surprise to your advantage, turn to 209. Or do you wish to bide your time and scout the area further? This feels like a trap, exactly. I would be with you on that. Also, we're down at 5, so is it worth us eating our soup? Just seems to be any fight we have just reduces us down to nothing, so it's up to you if we want to eat our soup whilst we're scouting. We could go bowling for soup while scouting for guards. We could draw a picture of the sheriff, but it would just be a badly drawn boy. Soup, says Nathan and Silver. Right. Super. Is it Gazpacho Soup Day yet? No, that's November 25th. Gazpacho Soup Day. If you know your Red Dwarf. Health back up, bowl of hearty soup, fully restoring it. Yum, yum, yum. Excuse me. So, are we scouting? Are we scouting around? Scout around. We're going to have a look, or are we going to attack? I presume we're going to bide our time and scout the area. Yeah, Silver wants us to bide our time. I think that's a good idea. Scout, excellent. Let's do that then. 124. You crouch back and feel yourself blending in with the trees. You soon realise that you have made the right choice when 4 of his guards reappear around the fire. They are all heavily armed and dressed in the thick armour of the king's soldiers. You can't work out if they're waiting to ambush you or have just returned from scouting. The guards sit down around the fire and begin to talk to the sheriff, but you can't hear what is being said. You wait patiently, and eventually the guards leave the sheriff behind, spreading out into the trees. You realise that your only opportunity is to circle the campfire and try to kill his guards without being detected. Turn to 162. There are 4 guards standing in the forest around the fire. For each one, you must attempt to sneak up on them and strike the fatal blow before they realise you are there. To do this, the magical outlaw appears and grants you 5. A magical outlaw appears and grants you 5 more arrows for the bow. To do this, you must roll as though you are fighting the guard. If you win in the first round, then your blow is fatal and doesn't attract any attention. If you do that 4 times, then turn to 165. However, if you don't win the first round of attack against any of the guards, then you must fight them as normal. Unfortunately, this attracts the attention of the other guards, and you must now fight them as normal. They receive a +1 strength and +1 health bonus because they are fighting together. If you defeat all 4 guards, then turn to 165. Oh my god! Their strength is 10, their health is 8. So we need to win the first roll every single time. So they have 1 point on us. Pardon me. So we must always score 2 points more. Are we ready? For Robin and Sherwood. No. No, that didn't work at all. I hate to tell you, but I think we're now going to die. We've now got to fight 4 of them. And their strength and health have just gone up to 11 and 9. This is not going well, is it? Yes, we have the black dice. Do you want to have the black dice? Do you want to have the black dice? Is that what you want? We're going to go play black dice now. Okay, in which case then, yes, we won the first round. Hooray! Guard number 1 down. Okay. You called it. We're on black dice. 7 and 7. We use a golden arrow. There. Shh. Dead. That's 2 down. Nine. 8. That's a draw. That's not good. Highlight a smack. It's a draw. Oh, get away. Ouch. Right, so we've got 2 to fight normally now. So let's start. Nine for them. 6 for us. Ouch, that didn't go at all well. Oh, for goodness sake. Now, see what happens? The dice have flipped again. You're all rubbish. They're green. Oh, for fuck's sake. These dice are broken. No. I don't like any of these dice. I don't want to play anymore. Can I use Neptune's Treasure as the ship's name? Jam. Can Silver use Neptune's Treasure as the ship's name? I just happen to have some darkroom dice. I'm going to flip a coin. This is what we're going to do. Because I don't like dying constantly. Either it's flamboyant potato, or it's you die. So we just kill one of the guards. One guard left. Flamboyant potato. Ouch. He's dead. Hooray! All dead. Need a better combat system. And we still have 4 arrows left. 4 magical arrows granted by the crazy outlaw. As the last of the guards falls dead behind you, you step into the clearing and approach the sheriff. He glances up from the fire and finishes eating the leg of meat he is holding. Zombadabadobulus. Excellent. You hold your ground, wary of more guards that may be lying in wait. The sheriff sneers at your cowardice and wipes his greasy hands on his robe. You are repelled by the gluttony of the man as he stands and brushes lumps of meat and gristle onto the floor. Who sent ya? He snaps. Robin of Sherwood, you reply, drawing your weapon. I'm not as weak as I look, he drawls. You glance at his bulging waistline and ruddy cheeks. He looks as though his heart might save your sword a job if he's not careful. But when he draws his own weapon, you step back and re-evaluate your judgment. Suddenly he seems light on his feet. He whips the blade around with the swiftness of a viper, striking, and lunges forward. You dig your heels in, trying not to slip in the snow. It flicks into your eyes, blinding you until you brush it away, but you manage to avoid the sheriff's first few blows. You can't dance away forever, and you must finish the job you set out to achieve. He has a strength of 15. Man, why have we got no weapons? Why can't we have something nice? First weapon we come across. That's ours. Ah, we found an emerald sword. That was lucky. It has a strength of +2. So it gives us +2 on our strength, so it takes us up to 11. Our durability is 8. So we can use it for 8 attacks, but if we are successful, it inflicts 3 points of damage, so it's +1 damage. So, Sheriff of Nottingham, Sheriff Omar, has a strength of 15. Well, let's call it 13, and then I don't have to worry about it, because it's just, God, that's 4 more than us. Jesus. The health of 12. Right. Oh look, we scored 12. He's down to 9. Oh. Oh look, we scored 12. He's down to 6. That's not very good for anybody, really. 9, 8, 8, 7. None of that really works. Hold on. This will add 2. Hey, flamboyant potato. Good. That worked. Dear. Let's start this again. 9. Oh, look, we've done 9 to their 4. Oh dear, he's dead. Sheriff of Nottingham is dead. What a shame. We are victorious, 132. I would have to dissect this book and see how it's possible to... Anyway, the sheriff screams in agony as your weapon strikes home for a final time, puncturing his heart and draining the life from him in a second. You lay his pallid corpse in the snow and rummage through his pockets, looking for the key that Robin sent you to retrieve. You find it hidden amongst a wad of papers and a pile of gold coins. You may add 5 gold coins to your pack, along with dungeon key. That takes us up to 11, and dungeon key. Huzzah. We took him down, not sure. Yes. Ahead of you, the track continues onwards towards Castle. From here, you can see it towering over the forest, looming like a bird of prey. You know of hundreds of men who've been sent there to die. In your hand, you hold the key to their freedom. You could head there now and release them all, setting them free to go about their lives. On the other hand, you made a promise to Robin, and with a quick glance back towards the castle in the east, you realise that there is only one thing you can do. Behind the forbidding block of stone, the sun finally breaks above the horizon, a pale orange disc lost behind thick clouds of snow. Even in the short time you've been stood over the body of the sheriff, your feet have been buried to the ankles. You shake off the snow and step back into the forest. You have truly earned the gratitude of your master today. Congratulations! You win! Hooray! I don't know what happened there. That seemed to have just been an awful lot of stamping down tracks and not a lot happening. Whereas actually looking through the book, there are so many things in here. We're just obviously one of those. So are we going to save our friends? Yes. So we'll take. So we made the promise to Robin. We take the key back to him. He goes and sets everybody free, and we are victorious. Hooray! So that was interesting. I don't know what time. That's only 10:30. What do we do now? I have another book by Matt. Because I don't want to do anything else. Oh, I'll tell you what we have. Who's done Ken's? Has anybody played Ken's starter? I bet it's like that Zom one yesterday, not entirely like. This is... Matt's books tend to be around about the same. This is the 254 on here. There's an absolute shed load of stuff that we've completely missed. So what I'll do is I'll at some point I'll map it all out. Oh, look, it's even side. How nice. we want to be a thief. Yes, but let's play it. Fair enough. I'll go and get it then. Bear with me a second. Let's just round the corner. At least I think it is. I hope it is. Should be where I left it. Here we go. So, Mr. Ken Boyter's first offering in the gamebook world. The Devilish Dilemma is what it's called. So this is... Oh, I see, he's backed it. Right, okay, so this is the back and front, so he's back and front it with the same piece of paper. That's cool. So. I'll just move this out of the way. Do we need dice? So, this is To Kill a Thief, the first in the Edra Tales gamebooks, the Devilish Dilemma gamebook, scribbled and illustrated by Loquacious Macabre, or aka Ken Boyter. Well, who's been a naughty boy? Illicit maps, eh? He growls. Confusion clouds your mind, but you've no time to wonder what the goblin could mean as he lunges at you with the sword. Prepare to fight. Ooh. You are a braggart, an apprentice thief trying to earn a dishonest living. Unfortunately, you've fallen for the oldest trick in Edra, scammed by a fake map seller. Down to your last gold coglet, you begin to wonder if the treasure marked on the map really does exist. The legendary Crown of Chaos. You make your way out of the city only to be confronted with the cries of murder! In Devilish Dilemmas To Kill a Thief, you decide how the story unfolds. Every decision could be your last, so choose wisely as you step into Edra, a world of magic and adventure, friends and enemies, and devilish dilemmas. Ooh, let's look inside. So, here is a map. Northern Realm of Edra. So what have we got? Scragmoss, Tarius, Estreen, the Ogler Republic, Atros, Great Mountains, lots of places and around. May your thieving never be caught, Loquacious Macabre, aka Ken Boyter. Devilish Dilemmas, an Edra Tales gamebook, scribed and illustrated by Loquacious Macabre. So, greetings, apprentice thief. You are a thief, or rather shady thief. Though drink has got the better of you and you find yourself falling for the oldest con trick in all of Edra. You bought a fake treasure map. Down to your last gold coglet, you begin to wonder if blah, blah, blah. Over the course of this adventure, you will advance through the ranks of the Thieves Guild from braggart to filcher, filcher to biblioclept, biblioclept to freebooter, and freebooter to arch thief. That is, if you survive. Ooh. How the gamebook works. Devilish Dilemma Edra Tales gamebooks are part game and part book. This means there is a story, like reading a book, and game mechanics like playing a board or card game. Throughout your adventure you will be faced with dilemmas, devilish dilemmas, in which you will have to decide what the best decision for the best outcome will be. You will face dangerous challenges and monsters, deadly traps and tricks, and devilishly fiendish foes to outwit and defeat. Each decision could be your last, so choose carefully as you step into Edra, a world of magic and adventure, friends and enemies, and to kill a thief. In this game, you're a thief, and as such, you're always seeking out opportunities to gain gold and valuable objects. You have no... Oh, good lord, there's about 15 pages of getting stuff. Now, you have no qualms about taking from the rich and the poor, or even your own family, and you have all had your fair share of encounters with the law. Your thieving skills have stood you well, and you're too long in the tooth to change affairs. And after all, it's all about sharing the wealth, right? So, do you know what? I'm going to go... Let's go back here. I'll do it this way. So, there are 5 alignments that categorise the ethical and moral perspective of yourself, the people you'll meet, and the characters you'll encounter. True, where you prefer to allow goodness into your heart as much as possible. Honest, you like to help others, especially those in need, and particularly if it benefits you too. Neutral, you have an ability to assess each situation on its own merit and act accordingly. Shady, ooh, you can ignore any moral dilemmas. There's a big dot next to shady for some reason. And that comes your way if you choose. Corrupt, you can't help but taking the dark path and embrace all that is evil. Your starting alignment is shady. This may change during the course of your adventure. Special abilities. Well, I should write this down then. Right, so thief. We are our alignment is shady. Special abilities. Wherever the thief encounters a shop, market stall, or anywhere that offers objects to buy, you may chance your luck by testing your pickpocketing attribute to steal by rolling 1d12. Pickpocketing 1 to 6 failed, the object remains out of your possession. Lose 1 pickpocketing attribute. 7 to 12 success. Take the object you were trying to steal and write it in your adventure sheet. So that's our special ability. Pickpocket on D12. 1 to 6 fail. -1. Pickpocket attribute. Okay, fair enough. More savvy than Half-Head Harry. Who's Half-Head Harry? Oh, that was your... That was... I know that, because I was looking into this. You guys did a Zoom with Ollie, didn't you? A couple of years back. And that was the name of your character, yes. He was a good and fun thief and made Silver feel more at home. Excellent. Oh, well, if Ollie does one of those, I'd love to jump on one of those. That'd be great. Game mechanics. You'll need a pencil, an eraser, 12-sided dice. The pencil and eraser to keep track of your progress through your adventure, and the dice need for combat and attributes. Core attributes. There are 6 core attributes. Vigor, Metal, Fettle, Allure. Oh, good lord. Vigor. Metal. Fettle. Allure. Fate. And experience. Good lord. The higher your score, the better chances you have when you're testing these attributes. Your attribute scores will fluctuate during the event and you can never go below your starting value. Vigor is your strength and fighting skill, how strong you are, how well you can handle your weapons, and how tasty you are with them. If he does more, I have a new and better character, a rogue bard named Max. Nice. Metal is your ability to cope well with difficulties, your spirit and resilience. Fettle is your physical health, how healthy you are. This will change quite considerably throughout your adventures as you face enemies and challenges. If your Fettle score reaches 0 or any negative number, you are dead and your adventure is over. Allure, this is your ability to cast magic incantations found on incantation scrolls. Fate, the fates of Edra can be fickle. They decide your fortune, be it good or ill. You may reroll a die, unless stated otherwise, to ignore the die roll, but you must accept the reroll score. Okay. Beware of losing your valuables. Yes. Experience. You will collect XP throughout your adventures as you gain to gain extra vigor, metal, fettle, and allure. Roll for your starting score and attribute values. Throughout your adventures, you will need to use your core attributes in order to overcome obstacles and challenges, which could be in the form of combat or an event. For example, in order to determine your core attribute values, you'll need 1d12 to obtain your starting core attribute values. Right, d12. There we are. 1d12. Roll your starting scores. Throughout your adventure, you will need to use your core attributes in order to overcome obstacles and challenges. Blah blah blah. Following instructions, fill your scores in the corresponding attributes in the adventure sheet. Player starting value. Vigor. Roll 1d12. Okay. 11. 11. 8. Huh. 6. We're not very alluring then, are we? No, I don't think so. Come on. 7. Rubbish fate for experience 4. Write that in the experience box. 4. Okay. Every 5 experience points collected convert to 1 level up point to be added to either Vigor, Metal, Fettle, Allure, or your guild progress track. See page 12. Ooh. Distribution points. Backwards reality, yes. You have 26 points to spend how you like between your 4 thieves attributes: lockpicking, sleight of hand, stealth, and dexterity. Once you've decided how many thief attribute points, no starting attribute score can be 0 and must not exceed 9. Okay, so lockpick. Sleight of hand, stealth, and dexterity. So, how do you want to distribute your points? Pickpocketing at the start. I hope it's a hairy one. So, we have 26 points to spend. Lockpicking, sleight of hand, stealth. So that's the 6, 7, 6, 7 you can have, I suppose. Can never go below the lowest number, but stealth and lockpicking. What's guild score? Stealth. So, how many do you want? 9 on each of those? Because it can't go above 9. Each one of these has got to have something. So you tell me what you want. Do you want to max out lockpicking and stealth? 9 on lockpick. Yeah, so 9 lockpicking, 9 on stealth. That's 18, leaving you 8. So just 4 each on the other two. 4 sleight of hand, 4 dexterity. Nathan says yes to that. How can we do all? You can't, because you've only got 26 points. That's what I'm saying. It'd either have to be 7, so you can have 7 lockpicking, 6 sleight of hand, 7 stealth, 6 dexterity. That evens it out as much as all. Hey Sam, how you doing? We found the sheriff. We nobbled him. We escaped. We're now doing a little something extra just to bide our time, and we're playing our friend Mr. Ken Boyter's what would you call it? It's like a précis. It's a short version. It's a free sample of the first sort of 30 entries on Ken's Devilish Dilemmas, which looks like that. Kickstarter starting on, well, presumably the 1st of October, I believe. So there we are. Anyway, how are you, Sam? Hope you're well. It's making me more tired. It's currently almost midnight here. So how are we doing it? Are we going 7-6-7-6? Is that what you want? Or do you want 9-4-9-4? catching up on in-person quizzing related gubbins is something I'm sure Nathan can do too. Ah, yeah, fair enough. 7676. Okay. 7676. That makes it all of them as even as possible, but you've got lockpicking and strength to your advantage. As a thief, you love picking locks. It's something the easiest way to loot. Sleight of hand is the ability to pick a person's pocket. So on and so forth. Oh god, we've got another 4 pages to go. Stealth, dexterity, combat encounters, fight or flight. Throughout the adventures, you'll face enemies. For every combat encounter, you'll be given a choice to fight or to flight, unless you're otherwise stated. Flight. If you decide to take flight, you may flee the combat encounter. By doing so, you take 1 point of damage. Decreases your fettle current value by 1 point and lose 1 experience point. If you have no experience points, you lose 2 fettle. Ouch. You need to think like a thief. Yes, you do. Fight, combo, decide to fight. Well, we can do that when we get there. Roll 1d12, add the score to your current vigour, plus any extras from weapons and objects. That becomes a player's attack score. Roll 1d12 and add that to the enemy's vigour. That's the enemy's attack score. So yeah, 2 points of damage either way. Continue combat rounds until you've either 0 fettle or your enemy is 0 fettle. If either of you or the enemy roll 12 as a vigour roll result, it's a critical strike. Ah, good, he is doing this. Perfect. It's a critical strike. Roll another d12 and add this result to the overall attack score. Nice. If you roll a double 12, it's an instant death strike. Victory in combat gives you points, level up attributes, level up guild progress. You can add experience points to your guild progress track to rise above the ranks. The following shows how many points you need to progress through each rank and which skill is unlocked. 2 plus equals braggart, gains swagger. 6 plus equals filcher, gains secret steel. Okay. Inventory weapons, during rooms you'll find objects, maps, potions, incantation scrolls, money, use gold coglets. Throughout your adventure you'll need to eat, each meal restores 4 fettle points. Sleep. Throughout your adventure you will have to sleep. When instructed, roll 2d12 and consult the sleeping counter page 84 to see the result. These could be to your benefit or detriment. Excellent. Events throughout the adventure at random events are triggered. A roll of 2d12 determines which event comes into play. Remember, you can spend 1 fate point to either re-roll 1 die in the hope of getting a different event. This result must be actioned. Or spend 1 fate point to ignore the event altogether by rolling 1d12. If the result is 1 to 6, fail, the event happens. If the result is 7 to 12, the event is ignored. So, we start off with 2 daggers. Sam says, a last Stockpot Quiz League will be 1 team Fury yet again, now down to 9 teams for the season, with several venue changes due to pub closures and function room loss. Hopefully in MQL, Nathan, if you have to contend with quizzing in the snug back bar whilst the main bar has tuneless karaoke going. Oh dear. That's not so good, Sam. Oh, never mind. Right, objects then. We have got 2 daggers. Is this a dagger I see before me? No, it's 2. Provisions is 0. Currently. Lockpick kit. Is a +3 to LPA lockpick attribute. Incantation scrolls. We have allure 3, which is +1 to vigor in combat. Okay. A bag of abundance. wouldn't mind if people could hold a tuna in a whole laden bucket. They can't. On a lighter note, a week of being able to cook my tea again has been welcome. Oh, good. Oh, good. How are you doing, actually, Sam? Because I've not been around to ask you. We're nearly there, Silver, we're nearly there. Bags are sought after magical objects, so you can hold an unlimited amount of objects inside. If you lose the bag of abundance, you lose all your objects, except your money, as this is kept in a separate pouch. Speaking of which, we've got 1 gold coglet. 1. Unfortunately, you've spent nearly all your coglets gambling, drinking, and purchasing a treasure map of dubious origins. Right, your adventure waits. Let's go. Let's see how we go. Weight has been static for a few weeks, but actual food is pleasant as it comes back into the rotation. For a week tomorrow, I bring breakfast back into the equation. Nice. Well done to you, sir. Well done to you. Are you pleased with the amount of weight you've lost so far? I hope so. I'm about to start. Okay, here we go then. Bit of reading to get us going. You feel the warmth of the sunlight intensely in your face as you slowly awaken. The wooden table doesn't make the most comfortable pillows. 2 stone 3 will do. Nice. Well done, mate. Well done. Good on you. Good on you. The wooden table doesn't make the most comfortable pillows as you squint at the bright light streaming in from the tavern window. You groan. It feels like you've been kicked in the head by a wild boar, which is ironic when you begin to remember where you are. The Wild Boar Inn. Foggy memories creep into your addled mind as a mug of ale slams next to your ear, making you jolt upright. About time you're on your way, friend. Have one for the road on the ass, the landlord says with a toothless grin. Oh, and I'd avoid playing cards for a while too if I were you. Instantly you reach for your coin purse hanging from your leather belt. It feels light and you draw the string open to reveal a single gold coin lurking at the bottom. Damn, not again! Lady Luck seems to have deserted you last night as hand after hand you lost more and more of your gold playing dragon's tooth. You grasp the mug and swiftly take gulp after gulp of warm, foamy, dark liquid, only until the dregs remain. With one forceful slam of the mug on the table, you belch, wipe a layer of foam from your top lip, and as you do, your cuff scrapes across something sticking out of the top of your red faded shirt. Looking down, you see a rolled-up parchment. How did this get here? You pull it free and unroll it to see a detailed map exquisitely drawn in black ink. The parchment is worn and tatty with a few small holes dotted across it, but the map's features can still be clearly seen. This does not make sense, you wonder as you spy the landlord wiping a table down. Do you have any idea how I got this? You call out in a vain attempt to solve the mystery. The landlord doesn't stop his cleaning, but replies, "Oh, you bought it from that gilly wetfoot, saw you coming, didn't he?" You shake your aching head and groan once more. Pubs including the Escape venues this coming season, the Griffin and the Common or Garden Swan with 2 necks. Nice. You shake your aching head and groan once more. Scammed by a fake map seller, a sinking feeling settles in the pit of your stomach. A wave of embarrassment snakes its way through your body as you stand to leave. A thief falling for the oldest con in Edra. You curse the ale you downed last night, gather your knapsack, mumble a goodbye to the landlord and push open the door, all the while kicking yourself for being so stupid. The noise from the city street clamours into your ears like jousting knights. Shopkeepers hurry past to open their establishments, but your blurry eyes can't keep up with the quick motion. Your head spins momentarily and you sit down where you are. Oh, bloody slimy toad ale! You try to focus on the ground in front of you, and eventually your eyes settle and your head is calm once more. In front of you is a grubby parchment still clutched in your hand. You must have absent-mindedly been holding on to it as you left the tavern. Your eyes fall upon a few city names you recognise, cities you're proud to say you've thieved from without getting caught by the guards. You quickly spot the city you're in now, Ferrum's Forge, capital of Estrian, in the centre of the map, and the outlines of the 4 other countries: Ogledd Republic to the east, Atros to the north, Tarius to the west, and Scragmoss west of Tarius. You cast your eyes over them, wondering what it would be like to travel across each one to get away from it all, an adventure through Estrian with its lush fields, rolling hills, dense woodlands exploring the famed Dragonspine Mountains, perhaps? Or maybe Atros with vast woodlands and home to the largest settlement of druids, not to mention its more intriguing places like the coastal city of Lantern's End and the mysterious Skytop Mountains. But not the Ogledd Republic or Scragmoss. Those counties of countries that even make the bravest of adventurers quiver in their leather boots. You dare not think about what hideous perils await anyone foolish to enter the domain. But wait, what about the vast treasure waiting to be discovered from unsuspecting travellers? Your mind races. After all, you've nowhere special to go, and there is more air than gold in your coin purse. wide grin spreads across your face as the delicious thought of putting your skills of light finger work to use once more slips into your mind. Yes, travel will do me good. I'll meet lots of unsuspecting people, but where to go? Holding the map closer, you examine the landscape with greater care. You ponder crags, ruins, cursed glades, but nothing seems to tickle your fancy. Ha! You shout loudly, Skull Caves! You've a vague memory of the con artist saying something about a crown of chaos, the most powerful object in all of Edra. It will allow the wearer to rule the land. That must be worth a pretty penny of gold or two. But in order to find it, you need to cross the Valley of Ice, a dangerous place. Only an amulet of eternity will protect you from the freezing winds. The warlock who lives in the caves is rumoured to reward adventurers who fulfill one of his quests with such amulets. You recall the con artist's honeyed words. Oh, how could I have been taken in? The shame of it! But what if it's true? Surely the Crown of Chaos is just a myth, but what if it isn't? You feel giddy as the thought of owning the most powerful magical object in the land fills your being. And if it's not true, at the very least, you'll have won, or stolen, an amulet of eternity from the warlock. They are said to be worth a fortune. You shakily get to your feet as your belly rumbles in protest at how hungry it is. You reach for your coin purse and curse as you remember you're down to your last gold, and 1 gold doesn't pay for much in this overpriced city. A flash of inspiration lights up your mind. The city's enchantress endows gifts for free on travellers who ask. Maybe a visit to her will turn your rotten luck into something more favourable. So, do you wish to decide to visit the enchantress seeking a gift, or do you decide to return to the thieves' den, stock up on provisions for your arduous journey to find the fabled Crown of Chaos? What will it be? Enchantress, thieves' den. Go to her, go to the enchantress, that's all. That was a lot of reading, wasn't it? Enchantress, go to the enchantress. Right, number 2 then. The city folk rush both ways along the wide streets. Not that it really matters, but I suppose I could keep a little note. 1, 2. The city folk rush both ways along the wide main street, caught in their busy worlds. You try to recall the way of the enchantress and look north, but nothing jogs your memory, so you look east and spy the doctor's grand house to your right, his sign swinging gently in the breeze. That's it! You grin and begin weaving through the thick crowd. You've heard the doctor can heal most ills for 1 gold coglet. Luckily, you're not in need of its healing services today, despite your hangover. Briskly walking past the doctor's, you spot the small alchemist's house. Catching your eye is a painted board nailed jauntily to the stone wall with a 7-pointed star overladen with a triangle with 3 circles. On the right track, you think, as curse your luck of objects. Did I gamble them away, or were they stolen? Too bad. As you could have asked the alchemist to transmute them into gold. Another day, perhaps. You're fairly sure the enchantress has her establishment down a narrow street off the main road, and moments later a street sign nailed to the side of a grotty corner house swings into view. Lobberwort Street. You turn down the street to try and spot your destination. It's certainly narrow, with dilapidated houses on either side leaning into each other, preventing the sunlight reaching the pavement. You pass a beggar who is asleep, slumped in front of an empty shop. At least, you hope they are just asleep. You quicken your step as you pass him, not wanting to know if he is actually dead or not. Eventually, after passing several grimy, shabby, run-down buildings, you see the large grey stone house at the end of the street, and you sigh with relief as you recognise this to be where the enchantress lives. Cautiously, you step up the worn stone steps that cut a path through the overgrown garden. Vines and thorn bushes vie for space and the little sunlight there is. You glance at the stone building in front of you and count at least 10 small windows. Some are boarded up, but others have a flicker of warm candlelight, fighting the darkness within. Carefully approaching the grand wooden door, you admire the fine wrought ironwork. The heavy door knocker has the shape of a mandragora's face, and you recall a hedge wizard once warning you about this plant. And shrieks like mandrakes torn out of the earth, and that living mortals hearing them run mad. Its narrow eyes seem to stare back at you with intense hatred, its drooping wide mouth gaping open as if silently screaming. Long leaves sprout from the top of its head, and you admire the delicate shapes formed by the wrought iron. A shiver races up your spine as you feel as if the mandragora is watching you even move. Grasping the iron ring running through the plant's nose, you rap loudly. A Mind-piercing cry bursts into your ears, causing you to step back with pain. The Mandragora's eyes are wide and wild, and you realise the hideous sound is coming from its mouth. Wondering how you're going to silence this creature, your prayers are heard, despite the screeching, and the door slowly swings open. Framed by the doorway is an equally ugly creature hovering at your eye level. Its huge wings flutter quickly, but seemingly out of proportion to the rest of its living body. No bigger than a good-sized watermelon with long, spindly arms, legs and ears, you know you're face to face with an imp. Its pointed chin, large oval eyes and broad grin cause goose pimples on your skin. The Enchantress is waiting, the lesser demon says, and waves you in with his skinny fingers. You notice his nails are cracked and broken as you step over the threshold and follow the flying beast. You are led through a long and dark hallway. It's Grocklesnook. Yes! It is. You are led through a long and dark hallway with several oil paintings of unusual-looking people hanging on the walls. You assume these must be the relatives of the Enchantress, a few of their strange and odd features that seem to shift in the dim candlelight. Through the darkness emerges a door at the end of the hallway, and the flying imp stops momentarily, glances back at you, and with an outstretched finger beckons you forward once more. The door begins to open, seemingly by its own accord as you step towards it. You seek a gift, do you not? A croaky woman's voice from the room asks. You confirm you do, but don't think her question was anything supernatural. After all, it's why everybody visits her. Come closer, my friend. Let me gaze upon you. The Enchantress encourages, and as you do, more of the room can be seen through the warm yellow of the roaring fire. And sporadically placed candles around the area. In the far corner, the Enchantress sits in an upright armchair, her long black wavy hair framing her thin face. Her eyes are bright, and you sense the wisdom of 1,000 years within them. Her mouth breaks into a warm smile as she watches you avidly. A large painting in an ornate gold frame hangs over the mantelpiece. The scene is of a white hart drinking from a river in a woodland. A remarkably calming feeling washes over you. Not the sort of painting you would expect an Enchantress to have. Handsome creatures, aren't they? She says. More a statement than a question. You nod anyway. Pure white with pure magical energy flowing through its being. The druids and forest folk believe this magnificent beast will only appear to those who transgress a taboo of the society they live in, and it is in the chase rather than the catch that redemption is found. You're unsure how to reply when the Enchantress speaks once more. Which taboo will you transgress, I wonder? Before you've time to think, the magic user's head tilts backwards, her pupils disappearing, leaving her eyes as pure white. Her long robes begin to shimmer as the trance possesses her. A soft mumbling comes from her mouth, but the voice is different. Fearing something is not quite right, you step back, only to see the flying imp grin its impish grin at you. Roll 1d12. So what? Let us do 1d12. But let the tower decide, I think. Let the tower decide. Okay. Oh, right, I will tell you what it is. It is the number 10. Gain 1 stealth. Ooh. If you roll a 12, choose an incantation scroll randomly from the list. If you rolled a 1 and an hour slime, this will hold 10 4. For all other results, read on. The effects of the Enchantress' gifts are immediate, and you wonder how she could have done such witchcraft. Before you can thank her and leave, she speaks again, still in her trance. I know what you seek, thief. The true power of the Crown of Chaos is yours to take, but be warned, the true power may take you. No ordinary mortal can possess such an object. Are you the chosen one to wield such a weapon? The warlock will help, but his trinket cannot protect you from all dangers. Tread carefully, thief. Spies are everywhere. You hear the door behind you open and see the imp with his arms outstretched towards the hallway. You thank the Enchantress and are grateful to be on your way. Now turn to 3. Indeed. So, we got a 10, so we gain 1 stealth. So that puts our stealth up to 8. So that's good. Okay. Good. So much reading. With renewed determination, you make your way through the dirty streets of the city, doing your best not to become distracted with all manner of thieving opportunities. Plenty of time for that, you think. Besides, if I can get my hands on an amulet of eternity, I could just sell that if the going gets tricky. Soon you're in the thick of the hustle and bustle of the merchant's quarter, and in a street referred to as the Thieves' Playground. Packed with tall townhouses with jewellery shops in their front rooms, you pass by each shop window, your mouth watering at all the fine treasures inside. Gold rings, necklaces, brooches all capture your eye and twinkle in the sunlight, and as painful as it is, you continue on your way and are relieved that you make it without succumbing to temptation. In front of you is a large tavern with stables, the Filcher's Arms, home of the Thieves' Guild. You can almost feel the stress of the city fall from your body as you walk into the dilapidated but impressive wooden building. Just as you're about to open the familiar door, something strange happens. An event occurs. Roll 2d12 to determine what event you encounter. See page 77. Return to this entry once resolved. Do we have a page 77? Oh, we do, yes. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Right, events. Okay. 2d12 then. So, do you have another d12? Of course I must have another d12, sorry. Where's my black die? Where's my other d12? Oh, there's one. There'll be one in here. I'm not used to not having them. There we go. Right. 2d12. I wonder if there's a lever to go down. Oh, it does. Oh, good. That's a 9. And that's a 7. So that's 16. Return to the entry once resolved. 77. 51. 77. What number was it? 16. Market day. You may immediately buy one object below at these prices. Stiletto knife, +1 in combat, 2 gold. So basically none of them then, because we've only got one, haven't we? We've only got one coglet, one gold coglet. So we can't do any of these things. We can't buy the stiletto knife, the short sword, the comfy boots, the toughened lockpick, or the scroll of extra vigour. Oh well. Still, interesting to know that's what we can do. Remember, if you spend one fate to either re-roll one die in the hope of getting a different event, this result must be actioned, or spend one fate to ignore the event altogether. Roll 1d12, and if the result is 1 to 6, fail, and the event happens. If the result is 7 to 6, oh, do you know what? It doesn't matter. If you're not spending a fate to ignore the event, turn to page 77 and follow the event instructions and return to this entry once resolved. Well, nothing to do, so there's that. Determined to get some rest and food for the road. You step over the threshold and feel the sideways glance of many eyes for a brief moment. They check your status. You're one of them. As an apprentice thief, you know your way around the tavern well enough with its secret doors, tunnels and underground rooms, all hidden away from prying busybodies. What's happened to that? Accidentally pressed the button. Oscar. There we go. Do not re-roll. No. I'm not going to re-roll. Don't you worry about it. No re-rolling here. Not for this one. Not for this one. Familiar with many of the guild's members, you nod to a few as you cross the wooden floor. Thick pockets of sawdust are distributed as you traipse your way to the bar. Oh, you look like you're in need of a drink, Matilda asks. She's been running this place since long before you joined. Her lined face reminds you of a large prune, and her long black hair, thick like spider's legs, always gets in her beady eyes. It's a wonder she can pour pints, you think. You shake your head and are just about to ask if you can buy some provisions for the road when she jumps in first. I heard you got scammed, fancy that. Word on the street is you've gone and bought yourself one of those fake maps. You laugh a thin laugh. Then decline to comment and just ask what she has in the way of meals for the road. She briskly reels off a list of snacks and you choose 3. Put them on your tab, shall I? You nod sheepishly. I suspect you've lost all your money gambling and drinking. You nod sheepishly once more. And 3 meals in the provisions on your adventure sheet. Provisions equals 3. So each one, of course, restores 4 vigour, metal, fettle, one of them. Matilda talks with a crooked smile on her face, her yellow teeth peeking through. I suspect you'll be wanting a room for the night on your tab too. Once again, you nod sheepishly. She shakes her head and she hands you a large bronze key. Room 23. Make sure you get out there first thing and procure a few items to settle up. I'm not a charity. You grin back at her and thank her for her understanding as you make your way across the dusty floor and climb the stairs to your room. After a short trek, you unlock your room and close the door with relief. A good night's sleep is what is needed, especially if you are venturing out of the city. You climb into bed and lay your head on the pillow and drift off to blissful sleep. However, all is not quite as it seems. Roll 2d12 to determine what sleep encounter affects you. See page 82. Return to this entry once resolved. Right then, here we go. A 10. And a 12. That's 22. Page 82 for 22. During your adventure, you will need to sleep to when the structure roll to as far as number 22. Your tongue is twisted. Your incantation scroll crumbles without success. Lose 1 incantation scroll. Oh well. There goes our scroll of Allure 3. Choose 1 from your adventure sheet to lose. If you have no incantation scrolls, lose 2 gold coglets. Whew. Well, that was fun. Yes, tickle Silver's feet. Don't fall asleep. You wake up not as refreshed as you'd hoped. You have a vague feeling you dreamt, and that disturbed your sleep. However, you're determined to find the crown of the case, or at least prove that the map you bought really is fake. After a quick splash of water from the basin in the corner, you dress, gather your equipment, and make your way downstairs and back to the bar. The lounge room is fairly empty, as thieves are prone to frequenting the darker hours of the day. Matilda is busy washing down tables. The early morning sunlight streams through the windows, glinting in her hair. As you approach, you wonder if you should visit the enchantress to see if you can gain another gift, or if you should press on with your folly of a quest. So would you like to try your luck again with the enchantress, or would you rather press on to find the Warlock's Cave and leave the city by the sewers on the east side of the city? And what we can do, if you want, is we can leave it there till next week. Press on. It's been. I know. It's late. Well, now we know Jam's got tickly feet. Or has he got tickly knees or tickly sides? Who knows? Silver wants to press on, despite being tired and falling asleep. Anybody else? Do I see a Drossy lurking? Do I see a Drossy lurking? Ben, is that you? Are you hiding, mate? Hello? Hello, if you're there. Press on for a bit if you want, says Nathan. Excellent. Yeah, cool. Mostly because I know what happens. Ah, fair enough. Lurk! Hey! How you doing? Hey, Ben. How's things, mate? Presume you got back okay. I meant to drop you a message. I meant to drop you a message to see how you are. Are you alright? Are you good? Drossy, Ben, came over for FFF5 and he's one of the guys who we caught up with on the Friday night whilst everybody else was at the pub. We were only delayed on our leaving Heathrow for no reason at all. Oh, mate. Oh, dear. Never mind. So that's not bad. Yeah, he was on Saturday. He was just tucked around the corner from us in the pub. Sat with all the guys from Sirenscape, from the guys who are doing Fist. So that's cool. Did you get all your stuff back home okay? And all well? And when are you coming over to see us again? Let us know. That'd be fantastic. And we just you might notice we're playing so we failed. Well, no, we didn't. We won Escape to Sherwood with a little bit of a cheat. But we're playing. Don't know if you did you bump into Ken? So we're playing Ken Boyter's. This is his sample chapters for his game book, which is going on Kickstarter in October. I really do need to take a trip to Scotland. It's been over a decade. Well, there we go. Yes, no, do come and see us. You know where we are. You just have to get in touch. You know that. So we're just playing. We're just doing this for a little bit longer. We'll go for about another 10 minutes. Sorry, it's been so. It's been a weird evening. We've just been playing this, and now we're just doing a little bit of this just for a bit of fun. And I didn't see that sample. Oh, mate! If you head, I'll post the links. You can go to if you go to www.edra.tales, you can sign up there. If I remember correctly, and Ken will send you. You should be able to get a copy of this actually. Is it .com? Does that work? Let me check and see if that takes us to the right place. Yes, it does. There you go. So, click on that. You can find out a bit more about it. Hopefully, you might even be able to get a PDF. If not, I've got a copy of the PDF, so I can always send you one out. I'll ping it out to you. But sign up for it, and find out. Anyway, we are just taking a trip to Press On, so we're going to go to number 5. So we'll just quickly jump over to 5 and have a quick blast at that and see how we go for time. I can visit from Kintyre. Yes. You should. Yeah, you should. What? Okay, that makes no sense, mate. We're trying to press on to find the Warlock's Cave and leave the city by the sewers on the east side of the city. Ah, I see. So we're leaving by the sewers. Okay, fine. The path I tread is a broken one, you say as way of a greeting. Glad to be out of the tunnel. Matilda stops her work, throws... What? Matilda stops her work, throws her wash rag... What? Okay, I'm just going to read this. This makes no sense. This does not make any sense. The path I tread is the broken one, you say as a way of greeting. Glad to be out of the tunnel. Matilda stops her work, throws her wash rag in a soapy bucket of water and nods for you to follow. Her brisk walk catches you off guard and you hurry to keep up. She swiftly lifts a latch fitted into the floor behind the bar that reveals a set of wooden stairs. She holds the hatch lid, nods and says, "The broken path is only the start," as you descend into the fading light. Fair enough. The descent becomes darker with every footstep, but you've travelled this path many times before, and at the bottom of the stairs the dim light is strangely comforting. In front of you are 5 familiar, elaborately ornate wooden doors, each with gold lettering above. You read each one carefully, dreaming of the future. Braggart, Filcher, Biblioclept, Freebooter, Arch Thief. One day I'll rise through the ranks and become an arch thief, you think to yourself. We go down a hidden tunnel and she watches over the path. Yes, I suppose so. You crouch down on one knee in front of the bracket door, take your lockpicks from your knapsack, steady yourself, take a deep breath and begin counting. You quickly insert the 2 thin metal rods into the lock and rhythmically move them, sensing their slightest motion. Roll 2d12, and if you roll equal to or lower than your lock-picking attribute, you succeed in picking the lock in time. What is our lock-picking attribute? 7. So we need to roll 2 and be less than 7. It's 10. You lockpick brakes, making it harder and slower to pick the lock. Lose 1 lock-picking attribute point. Good God! I thought you couldn't go below. Nah, we can't. We can't because we can't go below our initial levels. We're at 7, it's fine. You hear the satisfying clunk of the lock mechanism turning and they quickly turn the handle to open the door. Just another test. I'm not a good thief. No, because I'm a highwayman. I'm not a thief or a rogue. I'm a highwayman. That was always my bent. I was much better with pistols. It's 01. You read it upside down. Oh, that's right. Yes, so you're quite right. You're quite right. Thanks, Jam. It's a natural one. Oh no. You hear the satisfying clunk of the lock mechanism turning, and quickly you turn the handle to open the door. Just another test from the guild, you think to yourself, as the door automatically closes behind you. The rough-hewn rock of the corridor is barely visible as you make your way down this familiar path. In the distance you can hear the dripping of water, and soon you come to a T-junction. Speaking of, it is 0028. Well, we will go to the end of this one, okay? Because it looks like... Yes, let's do that. The new path has a thin layer of moving water, sewage water, a pungent smell drifts towards your nostrils. A small price to pay for the luxury of leaving the city without being bothered by the city watch at the gates. We're outside London too, so you need to add the 01 as a rule. Of course, thanks Nathan. As you know this path already, you turn left and splash your way along the sewer for a further 20 minutes, keeping a good pace. You've a long way to go and you want to make camp in the woods before sunset. After many twists and turns through the underground labyrinth, you are now, close to the sewer exits east of the city. To your surprise, you see a crouching figure silhouetted near the exit. This sewer is used by other thieves, but somehow you know this isn't one of them. Something's not quite right, but you can't put your finger on it. You slow your pace as your hand instinctively drifts to the handle of your dagger. Cautiously you step closer to the figure who seems unaware of your presence, and as you approach you curse silently to yourself. Your instincts are right. A foul goblin is sniffing the air as if trying to catch the scent of its prey. Suddenly his beady black eyes look up at you. Well, who's been a naughty boy? Illicit maps, eh? He growls. Confusion clouds your mind, but you've no time to wonder what the goblin could mean as he lunges at you with his sword. Prepare to fight! Turn to page 10 and follow the combat instructions. Remember, you may choose to take flight, but must take the punishment for doing so to take 1 point of damage, decreasing your fettle, currently valued by 1 point, and lose 1 experience point. If you have no experience points, you lose 2 fettle points. Foul goblin, fettle of 4, metal of 6. We have a metal of 11 and a fettle of 8. So let us see what happens. Let's have the fight. Right, fight, combat. Right, so let's see, who's what? We're 11, it's 7. So 11 plus vigor is 11, that's 20, yeah. They don't have a vigor score. What? What's the enemies that it doesn't have? It's just got fettle metal. Oh God. Why doesn't it work? Oh, maybe it's meant to be vigor of 6. Let's say it's a vigor of 6, yeah, and a fettle of 4. So well, yeah, we did that. So he's down to fettle of 2. 12. 7. Yeah, we won that. He's dead. We kill the goblin. Then 1 experience point. Whoo. 5. And your adventure sheet, and then turn to 14. Good, right, well, there we go. So we're off to 14, folks. Where's that? Oh, 17. The goblin's easy to hit, and yes. Oh, lordy. Oh, there we are. The goblin is surprised as you are as you wrestle his sword free from his leathery hand and swiftly stab his stomach repeatedly with your dagger. Blood spatters over you as the foul creature drops to the ground with a loud thud. Since he tried to rob you, it's only polite to rob him. Makes sense. After all, he's no need for worldly possessions anymore. With gusto, you loot his body. You could do with a sword, +1 vigor in combat, even if it is a goblin one, but you also find gold coglet coins. So, we have a goblin sword. Excellent. So 2 daggers. Goblin sword is +1 vigor. Excellent. So technically, we're at 12. Yep, got that loot. Roll 1d12 and add that many gold coglets to your adventure sheet. Woohoo! Alright, here we go. It's 10. So that's us at 11. You wonder why a nasty goblin? Do you know what? I think we shall keep it there, okay? Because we've just done that bit. We've got a sword, we've got some money. Let's read the rest next week. We'll carry on. I'd rather loot his possessions than his body. Very true, very true. Let us leave it there if that's okay. We know we're on number 14. I will put this page in here to see where we are. And what we can do is we can start off with this next week. Carry on. Then I'll find another book. Slep time, yes indeed. I think so, Silver. It is 11:30. Or 12:30 for you. So my apologies. I'm a bit depressed about the Escape from Sherwood because I was hoping for a bit more from it than that. But it is Matt's first one, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'll map it out. We can come back to that at some point down the line. Why not? So yeah, sorry, guys, if there's Drossie, love to see you. Glad you're home safe. Hope all is well with you. Give us a shout, drop me a text, and I can catch up with you. Guys, beyond that, Nathan, thank you for dropping by. Give Kath a big cuddle for me. Hopefully she will be up for some more fighting next week. And as always, Silver, Jam, thank you. Appreciate it. Anybody else who's dropped by, thank you for that, and hope you've enjoyed catching up on the VOD. So if you are on Twitch, should be back to normal next week. Excellent. If you are watching the VOD on Twitch, please do give us a follow, because the more follows, the better. Eventually it means that it puts my stuff a little bit further up the queue, which would be lovely. Guys, if you're watching on YouTube, again, thank you very much. Give us a like the video, press the subscribe button so you know when the videos go up, and also then bing the notification bell so that you get informed when the videos go up. Failing that, please let people know about the site, and the more people that join us, even if it is just watching the VODs, makes me a happy man. So there, beyond that, thank you very much as always. Guys, enjoy, have a great weekend, and we'll catch up with you next week. Maybe see some of you over on Ken's on Wednesday at 6:30. If not, maybe here next week at 9:30. Alright, take care folks. Thanks as always. Been a lovely evening. Thanks for dropping by. And again, yes, follow Edra Tales, and also go look up Jam's stuff. The links are in the VOD. I will post them on social media as well. Okay, take care folks. Thank you again for now. See you soon. Night folks.